안녕하세요. You are going to learn how to express because in this video. Let's go. Now, let's learn how to say because in Korean. 왜냐하면, 왜냐하면, 왜냐하면. Actually, 왜냐하면 is not a direct translation of the English conjunction because. Please listen to the sound one more time. 왜냐하면, 왜냐하면. You can hear 왜 sound, which means why, right? And you can also hear 면 sound, which is a connective ending used for conditional. So, 왜냐하면 is more like if I tell you why. And it's more like an adverbial phrase in Korean than a conjunction. But you don't have to know if it's an adverbial phrase or not. It doesn't really matter. And you don't have to know what the exact roles of the nya sound and ha sound are either. It's too complicated for both of us. If you insist to know, nya sound is an ending, which is used to make a question in informal Korean. And ha sound is the stem of the verb 하다. 하다 can also mean regard something as a topic in Korean. So, 왜냐 means ask why, and 왜냐하면 means if I regard asking why as a topic. See? You don't have to know that. Anyway, 왜냐하면, which roughly means if I tell you why, or if I tell you the reason, can be used at the head of the sentence in Korean when you talk about the reason for something. As because in English is used at the head of the sentence when you state the reason for something. Okay? However, in Korean, what always matters is a predicate. The same thing happens here too. Please listen carefully. There are endings which can be used when you state a reason for something in Korean. Did you hear that? I said endings. It was plural. Not just one ending. There are endings. We'll show you 4 endings which can be used when you state a reason for something. The first one, 기 때문이에요. 기 때문이에요. The second one, 거든요. 거든요. The third one, 아서요, 어서요, 해서요. The fourth one is 으니까요 or 니까요. 으니까요 or 니까요. If someone asks any Korean why the Korean language is so difficult, anyone would say it's because of the countless endings. But don't worry, it's not like you should know all of them. I don't even know them all. I just wanted to emphasize one more time that learning Korean means learning particles and endings. Okay? Then that's it. These 4 endings are all. I'm not sure. Maybe there's 1 or 2 more. But as I told you, I am not sure either. I don't even want to know. I think these 4 endings are enough for you for a while. Let's learn about more specific usage and difference of each later again. Let's just make a simple sentence on this page to briefly see how it works in the sentence. Why do you study Korean? Because I like Korea. Let's just make this simple sentence because I like Korea. Let's see the Korean sentence right away. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하기 때문이에요. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하기 때문이에요. 왜냐하면 because or if I tell you why 저는 I 한국을 Korea 좋아하기 때문이에요. 좋아하다 means to like, as you know. 좋아하 is the stem. You add 기 때문이에요 at the end. 좋아하기 때문이에요. 좋아하기 때문이에요. The important thing is this 기 때문이에요 part also indicates that this is the reason. Therefore, even though you get rid of 왜냐하면 part, this whole sentence still tells us that this is the reason. So, 저는 한국을 좋아하기 때문이에요. Without 왜냐하면 also means because I like Korea. Sounds very familiar, isn't it? Let's see the next sentence. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하거든요. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하거든요. Now we added the ending 거든요 to the stem 좋아하거든요. 좋아하거든요. This ending 거든요 can also be used for a reason. Therefore, even though you get rid of 왜냐하면, the entire sentence will still sound like you are talking about the reason with the ending 거든요. The ending 거든요 also has other usages. You will learn about them later. Anyway, 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하거든요. Also means because I like Korea. Let's see the next sentence. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아해서요. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아해서요. This sentence also means because I like Korea. The nuance is slightly different though. Please take a close look at 좋아해서요 part. Do you see something familiar? Do you remember the connective ending 아서, 어서, 해서? As you learned before, 아서, 어서, 해서 also can indicate the cause or a reason. This 아서요, 어서요, 해서요 is made by adding the honorific suffix 요 to the connective ending 아서, 어서, 해서. Therefore, needless to say, it can indicate the reason. Right? Let's see the next sentence. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하니까요. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하니까요. This sentence also means because I like Korea. This time we use the ending 니까요. When there is a final consonant in the last letter of the stem, you use 으니까요, as you assumed. 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하니까요. Okay? As you see on this page, 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하기 때문이에요. 저는 한국을 좋아하거든요. 한국을 좋아해서요. And 한국을 좋아하니까요. They all mean because I like Korea. But actually, precisely speaking, the exact usages and nuances are a little bit different from one another. It is one of the hardest parts in Korean to explain those small differences in usages and nuances. But we'll at least try for you from the next page. Then let's learn about the ending 기 때문이에요. More specifically. First of all, what is this 기 sound? This 기 sound is an ending and it can be a suffix too. This 기 sound is not actually very important in this ending, 기 때문이에요, because its role is not very clear in this particular ending. Plus, scholars have different opinions about this. Therefore, you don't have to know the exact role of this 기 sound in this particular ending. But this 기 sound is actually used a lot in Korean. Basically, this 기 sound combines with a stem and turn it into a noun form so that it can be used as whatever a noun can be in a sentence, such as a subject, object, complement, and etc. Sounds familiar, isn't it? Do you remember? Yes, you are right. It sounds very similar to the dependent noun, 것. But we can't exactly say that this 기 sound from 기 때문이에요 turns the stem into a noun form. A grammar book says it rather works as a determiner or modifier. But you don't have to know what that means. There is no point for us to explain more about this because, as I told you, even scholars have different opinions about this. So let's leave it there and move on to the 때문 part. 때문 is a dependent noun. A dependent noun is not used alone. But this dependent noun, 때문, still has its own meaning. 때문 actually means a cause or a reason. Because of that, this 때문 also can be used to indicate something or someone which is responsible for something. In other words, when you blame someone or something. For example, I ruined my life because of you. Okay? The important thing is, 때문 itself has the meaning, a cause, or a reason. Therefore, 기 때문이에요 clearly says that this is the reason. So you normally use 기 때문이에요 when you want to clearly state that this is the reason. Or you can also use this one to blame someone, something, or some situation. And 기 때문이에요 is the compound of three different grammatical elements. 기, 때문, and the predicate 이에요. You can call this kind of thing what? Yes, you can call it compound expression. So 기 때문이에요 is also one of the compound expressions. We just call it with a general term ending, but precisely speaking, it's a compound expression. Let's take a look at the actual sentence. You already seen this one in the previous page. Because I like Korea can be 왜냐하면 저는 한국을 좋아하기 때문이에요. And it sounds like because liking Korea is the reason. Of course, 왜냐하면 can be omitted because 때문이에요 clearly says that this is the reason. Then how can you say because part first and then say the rest? Like, because I like Korea, I am learning Korean. In this case, you take out the predicate 이에요 and add a particle 에 instead. 기 때문에, 기 때문에. This particle 에 can also indicate the cause or reason. Yes, this particle 에 is very useful. It has 15 usages actually. 기 때문에 is a compound expression too because it's the combination of three different grammatical elements. 기, 때문, and the particle 에. But it can be used in the middle of the sentence as if it is a connective ending because of the particle 에. Okay? So, because I like Korea, 한국을 좋아하기 때문에 좋아하기 때문에 is the combination of the stem 좋아하 and the compound expression 기 때문에. And because you didn't use the final ending, you can use it in the middle of the sentence. I am learning Korean. 한국어를 공부해요. 한국을 좋아하기 때문에 한국어를 공부해요. Okay? You can add 왜냐하면, but it's really not necessary. Then how you say because of something? Like because of the Korean culture, I like Korea. You add a noun after because of in English, right? And Korean culture is a noun too. In this case, you only use 때문에, 때문에 without 기 after the noun. There is no verb or an adjective as a predicate. Therefore, you don't need this 기 sound. Okay? Very simple. So, Korean culture is 한국 문화. 한국 문화. 문화 means culture. So, because of the Korean culture is 한국 문화 때문에. 한국 문화 때문에. Of course, because of is positioned before the noun Korean culture in English, but 한국 문화 is positioned before 때문에. So more like Korean culture because of. In Korean, many things are positioned opposite to English, as you know. Because of the Korean culture, 한국 문화 때문에. 한국 문화 때문에. I like Korea. 한국을 좋아해요. Because of the Korean culture, I like Korea. 한국 문화 때문에 한국을 좋아해요. 한국 문화 때문에 한국을 좋아해요. You can add 왜냐하면 here too, but it's really not necessary. 왜냐하면 is just used to let the listener knows that I'm going to tell you the reason. Because 왜냐하면 means if I tell you why. And the actual meaning of because in Korean is melted in the predicate or in the dependent noun, 때문, in this case. Okay? Very good. Let's see more examples. Let's make a short conversation. A said, "Why didn't you come to the party yesterday?" 어제 파티에 왜 안 왔어요? 어제 파티에 왜 안 왔어요? 왜 can be positioned right before 안 왔어요? It's totally fine. You can position the word that you think the most important in the sentence right before the predicated part in Korean. B said, "Because of a cold." What does that mean? It means, I didn't go to the party because I caught a cold. But you just simply want to say it with a simple phrase like because of a cold. In this case, you can say 감기 때문에요. 감기 때문에요. 감기 때문에요. 감기 means a cold. This key sound is not the ending key. Just 감기 means a cold. Please don't mix up. 때문에 can be used to mean because of. But as you know, 때문에 consists of a noun 때문 and a particle 에. It doesn't have a predicate to complete the phrase. Therefore, you cannot add a final ending 어요. But you can still use the honorific suffix 요 to complete this phrase as if it is a sentence. 때문에 and 요. 때문에요. 때문에요. 감기 때문에요. Because of a cold. A cold is the reason. When you make just a simple phrase like this, you can just add the honorific suffix 요 at the end and complete the phrase in an honorific way, even though there is no actual predicate. 어제 파티에 왜 안 왔어요? Why didn't you come to the party yesterday? 감기 때문에요. Because of a cold. Because of the fact that 때문 actually means a reason, you can use it to indicate something or someone that is responsible for something, or to blame someone or something. No doubt about it, right? Then why can we not use 기 때문이에요? It's so obvious because there's no predicate in this phrase. You needed the ending 기 to connect the stem of a predicate to 때문이에요. Therefore, you cannot use the ending 기 when there is no predicate to connect, like this simple phrase, 감기 때문에요. 감기 때문에요. But you can still use 때문이에요 without the ending 기, like 감기 때문이에요. 감기 때문이에요. A cold 때문이에요. Then, what is the difference between 감기 때문에요 and 감기 때문이에요? 감기 때문에요 just sounds like because of a cold. But 감기 때문이에요 sounds like something is because of a cold, or something is owing to a cold. As you know, 이에요 is used to say something or someone is something. So 감기 때문이에요 sounds like the actual subject is omitted. The subject could be the reason. The reason why I didn't go is owing to a cold, due to a cold, because of a cold. The reason why I didn't go, 제가 안 간 이유는. As you know, 간 here is the combination of the stem 가 and the final 느 consonant, which turns the stem of the verb into a modifier in the past tense. 안 간 이유, the reason I didn't go. The reason why I didn't go to the party is owing to a cold, due to a cold, because of a cold. Something is something. So, 감기 때문이에요 sounds like the subject part, 제가 안 간 이유는 is omitted. Therefore, 감기 때문이에요 sounds more like you're stating the reason is a cold. You're blaming slight more strongly. Okay? Because it sounds like the reason is a cold. And plus, if you use the predicate 이에요, you can put the tense in it, like The reason was a cold. 감기 때문이었어요. 감기 때문이었어요. Right? Let's see the next example. Because of the noise, I couldn't sleep. This time, because of part is used first. Noise is 소음. 소음. 소음 in Korean. This time you use 때문에 part first, even in Korean, of course. 소음. 소음 때문에. 소음 때문에. Because of the noise. Couldn't sleep. 잠을 못 잤어요. 잠을 못 잤어요. To sleep in Korean is 자다. You can also use 잠자다. 잠자다 is a noun plus verb. 잠 is a noun which means sleep or sleeping. And 자다 is an actual verb which means to sleep, as you already know. Therefore, of course, you can split this verb 잠자다 into two parts. 잠 and 자다. And you can add an object particle to the noun 잠. 잠을 자다. If you put it in the past tense with the suffix 요, 잠을 잤어요. You want to add a negative adverb 못, which indicates impossibility. So as you know, you can put 못 between 잠을 and 잤어요. 잠을 못 잤어요. 잠을 못 잤어요. Right? 소음 때문에 잠을 못 잤어요. So 때문에 again here is used to indicate something you're blaming and something responsible for you not having slept. Then why do I keep emphasizing that you can use 때문 to blame someone or something? I'll tell you why. Because in Korean, when you want to indicate someone or something which helped you do something, you should use a different noun. It's 덕분. 덕분. 덕분 means someone's help or care. If you add a particle, 에, it means because of something or someone's help or care, or by someone's help or care. Let's see the English example. I could learn Korean fast because of my Korean teacher. Are you blaming your Korean teacher by helping you learn Korean faster? Maybe if you wanted to learn slowly in the first place, but normally you would be rather grateful. In this case, you don't normally use 때문에, you rather use 덕분에. 덕분에. Okay? Let's make because of my teacher part first then. My Korean teacher. Korean here means Korean language. Therefore, 제 한국어 선생님. 제 한국어 선생님. Because of 덕분에. 덕분에. By my Korean teacher's help. 제 한국어 선생님 덕분에 I could learn Korean fast. 한국어를 빨리 배울 수 있었어요. 빨리 is an adverb which means fast, right? 제 한국어 선생님 덕분에 한국어를 빨리 배울 수 있었어요. 제 한국어 선생님 덕분에 한국어를 빨리 배울 수 있었어요. Well, you can use 때문에 too if you want to because it anyway indicates the reason. But when you want to show that you feel grateful for that, you'd better use 덕분에. It sounds much better. 때문에 still sounds like you're indicating something or someone responsible. Then why we didn't use 덕분에 for the sentence in the previous page? Because of the Korean culture, I like Korea. Well, because the Korean culture is not actually something that helped you or did you a favor. It's just a reason. So you just used 때문에 for the sentence, okay? Then can we answer with a simple phrase like because of my Korean teacher only or by my Korean teacher's help? Yes, you can. 제 한국어 선생님 덕분에요. 제 한국어 선생님 덕분에요. We added the suffix 요 after 덕분에. No further explanation is required, right? If you say 제 한국어 선생님 덕분이에요. It sounds like the subject is omitted. 제 한국어 선생님 덕분이에요. The subject can be the reason why I could learn Korean fast. The reason why I could learn Korean fast is my Korean teacher, or because of my Korean teacher. Okay? Very good. Okay, this is the end of lesson 9 part 4. You're going to keep learning how to express because in the next couple of videos. 그럼 다음 비디오에서 만나요. 안녕히 계세요.